Sego, my name is Erin Montour, and I am the CEO of Grand River Employment and Training, Inc. I am also the acting manager for the Ogwehoweh Skills and Trades Training Center. The Ogwehoweh Skills and Trades Training Center opened up in 2003 to meet the community needs training for 6 nations of the Grand River Territory. We provide instructor-led courses and have become an Indigenous leader in education and training for vocational, trades, business, and professional development programming. The Ogwehoweh Skills and Trades Training Center is a member of the Indigenous Institutes Consortium and has been included under the Ontario Indigenous Institutes Act. There are currently 9 community-based Indigenous post-secondary education and training institutes that are Indigenous-owned and operated, focused on local, accessible, and culturally appropriate programming. Indigenous institutes provide culturally responsive and safe learning environments grounded in Indigenous ways of knowing and living that honors Indigenous traditions. Currently, OSTTC offers accredited programming and partnerships with various colleges and institutions. OSTTC can design a specified curriculum to meet clients, employers, or agency needs. OSTTC opens and operates out of 3 locations on 6 nations: the Great Opportunity Building, the Greddy Multi-Trades Building, and Guyonase, Greenhouse, and Longhouse. OSTTC's vision is to become a leader in education and training built on a foundation of Indigenous knowledge, creating holistic wellness and student success. Our mission is working with community and employers to ensure employability by creating an in-demand skill set and supporting students successfully by providing culturally based, appropriate learning, wellness resources, and individual guidance. Our mandate is to increase the capacity of lifelong learners towards self-reliance, responsibility, and wellness through education and careers. Providing responsive programming that meets labor market demands, forging meaningful partnerships with employers and stakeholders, building a sustainable organization of choice, students for funders, or Indigenous education. Increasing awareness and enhancing recognition of the Ogwehoweh Skills and Trades Training Center. Our goals are to obtain equitable and secure funding, achieve recognition as a leading Indigenous institute, strengthen the Institute's operations, and improve student services, programs, and experiences.
Hi, my name is Courtney Jonathan, and I am the administrative team lead here at OSTTC. Our administrative team is made up of myself, Kenzie, our receptionist, and Bailey, our outreach and recruitment coordinator. The administration services is the first point of contact regarding any upcoming programs offered at OSTTC. We are also responsible for maintaining accurate student files and using student information software. We also provide support to other team leads within OSTTC. Outreach and recruitment coordinator is responsible for creating flyers for all upcoming programs, maintaining our social media platforms, and creating student cards for all programs, as well as working with the community to gather data of what programming interests 6 nations. A major part of our role at OSTTC is the registration process, helping our future students navigate through the registration process for our upcoming programs. We also help our students find funding from other organizations.
Hey everyone, my name is Bailey Martin and I'm the Recruitment Outreach Coordinator at OSTTC. My duties include content creation for the social media, graphic designing for the program flyers, and I also manage the website. Hey everyone, we are at the front of the building right now, and I'm going to take you into the main office so you know where to find us.
My name is Emily, and I'm the Student Services Lead here at OSTTC. At OSTTC, we offer wraparound student services from the initial registration through graduation and on to employment. Our Student Services team consists of myself, our student mentor, Roger, our program coordinator, Allie, our special projects coordinator, Jerry, our cultural coordinator, Girdo, and our cultural assistant, Tiara. At OSTTC, we have created a learning model that provides our students with support and resources to encourage success up to graduation and beyond. As a team, we aim to support our students' success by offering assistance in our programming through attention to each student's individual wellness indicators as well as potential success barriers. Our student services model has allowed us to gain a better understanding of our students' needs and how to give them the best chance at success through their education at OSTTC. Following our students' completed registration package, an intake interview will be set up prior to enrollment. This interview gives OSTTC team the opportunity to discuss the students' career goals and gain an understanding of individual learning style. The interview is also a chance for our students to ask questions about the program and gain further insight into the resources and opportunities available to all OSTTC learners. However, the true purpose of this meeting is to discuss wellness indicators such as home support systems and reliable transportation, as well as potential success barriers. Educational success barriers may include challenges such as lack of childcare or unreliable internet access. By gaining an understanding of our students' needs, I can better advocate for the student as an individual and seek out additional supports and/or coordinate alternative resources that will aid in their educational journey. A student success action plan is then created with the student's specific needs in mind. For example, if the student identifies that they struggle with math, we may coordinate additional after-hours tutoring with one of our instructors and set them up with our student mentors to sit in and assist in class. Similarly, if a student identifies they deal with social anxiety, we may suggest they consider blended learning to give them the opportunity to work independently from home when feeling overwhelmed, while also providing an inclusive workspace for them to gain a more hands-on learning experience. This process of understanding OSTTC students as individuals ensures that the Student Success Action Plan is created to meet the needs of each individual student as they attend our school. In the pre-enrollment interview, I'm able to offer our students applicable community resources such as mental health and addiction services, housing support, and counseling services, as well as referrals or accommodation forms to ensure we have not only identified the potential success barriers, but also to ensure the student feels supported and empowered both in their education plan and overall wellness throughout the program. Following the creation of the initial education plan, the student mentor will conduct the wellness check-ins. Wellness check-ins happen bi-weekly, giving the OSTTC mentor the opportunity to follow up on how the student is progressing in their course and address any new or persisting barriers. If we need to adjust the action plan to help resolve any identified barriers, we will do so at this time and continue to check in throughout the program. Along with the one-on-one check-ins, our student mentor spends a half day each week in class. This allows for our student mentors to build a rapport with the class, assist in projects when need be, and be available for students who may need additional support. The final student check-in will happen the last week of the program as the student prepares for graduation. At this time, depending on the student's career goals, we may suggest additional training, assistance with resume and cover letter building, or direct them to job opportunities employers in their field. It is our goal at OSTTC to aid student success long after the graduate walks across the stage. Cultural, wellness, and skills development workshops are offered to all full-time students. As a part of the wraparound student services model, OSTTC aims to provide our students with programming that incorporates practical skills that can be utilized throughout their educational journey, through employment, and into their personal life. As an Indigenous institute, OSTTC focuses on the inclusion and education of culture, traditions, and spiritual practices to reintroduce and/or maintain a sense of cultural identity throughout their educational journey. Workshops will be facilitated by the program developer and/or student services lead and our student mentor, who will participate and assist students with the workshop activities. In the event that the workshops are hosted off-site, transportation will be coordinated between the student services lead and mentor for all students on the roster. Examples of cultural workshops provided are longhouse tours, traditional games, archery, moccasin making, medicine pouches, medicine walks, traditional stick making, beading, traditional painting, and various other land-based and cultural activities. Wellness workshops include activities such as yoga, dream boards, art therapy, meditation, and our skills development workshops include lessons on creating SMART goals, resume and cover letter building, budgeting, and interview skills. In addition to the cultural, wellness, and skills development workshops, We also offer first day of class orientations, which give our team the opportunity to introduce ourselves to the classroom and explain our individual roles and the ways in which we will be available to the students for the duration of their programming. We begin these orientations with a traditional opening, followed by health and safety guidelines, an overview of the student handbook, class expectations, and program calendar. During this orientation, students are loaned a laptop to complete their online work, student IDs are distributed, the lunch program is outlined, textbooks are handed out, lockers are assigned, and notebooks, writing materials, and any additional equipment or supplies required for the program is given to the students. Following the orientation, our students are given a tour of our facilities and introduced to their instructors. Graduation luncheons are also offered for all of our students upon completion of their full-time programs. Our students have the opportunity to invite their loved ones to join in celebration, take photos, and smile proudly for their peers and instructors as they gain their certifications. As a part of our graduation, each class will have a half-day workshop that is customized to the unique group, such as kayaking for the more adventurous types, or beading workshops for the more artistic groups. Following graduation, the Student Services team makes an effort to follow up with our students as they transition from education to employment. OSTTC will assist students in finding employment by connecting learners with local job openings and community partners. We do our best to highlight these achievements by posting monthly student success stories where we interview alumni about their experience in class and their success in finding employment in their field. Additionally, we post monthly spotlights to give our business students the chance to showcase their local businesses to the community. Furthermore, we offer monthly themed events, which give our students the opportunity to engage with the OSTTC community, meet their peers, and participate in fun activities. Through these activities, we aim to foster an environment where education and community are key pillars to the OSTTC organizational culture. Our student services continue to expand as we aspire to create a student lounge for our learners to utilize between classes, work on group assignments, and access school computers. We recently created our student wellness room, which will offer a quiet spot for our students to chat one-on-one with myself or our student mentor, as well as offering a place to practice yoga, meditation, and exercise. We want to develop an inclusive environment that allows for student support and success in their educational journey. Our Student Services team has enhanced our services to offer land-based learning options. OSTTC is now certified in kayak, canoe, and paddleboard instruction, as well as we've been trained in wilderness survival, winter camping, wilderness first aid, CPR, navigation, and bushcraft. These certifications have allowed us to offer our students specialty courses, certificates, and workshops such as paddle skills, camp expeditions, wilderness tours, and our newest program, Intro to Land-Based Tourism and Adventure. We want our students to be able to connect not just with movement, but also with nature. An overall goal at OSTTC is to make every learner feel welcomed, supported, and valued, and eliminate any distinct barriers in order to give the individual the best chance at success. The holistic learning approach is aimed at lifelong learners who have found that mainstream education simply does not meet their needs. The team at OSTTC is trained to provide the students with an individual path to success and is prepared to walk with them every step of the way.
My name is Richard Green. I'm the trades lead at Ogwehoweh Skills Trades and Training Center. I've been here for about 13 years, since 2009, and we run a series of different programs, predominantly based around metalworking, welding, metal fabricator. We're leaning towards millwright and a couple of other trades as we go along. Over the years, we've run programs in carpentry, framing, residential construction, gas fitter, just a plethora of different trades. We've had other organizations actually come in and do some of the teaching. The department was really recently created in the last year. I have one colleague, James Hill, who is our now instructor, and I assist him with programs that we're going to operate. We'll be adding additional instructors as the programs develop in the next year. So our primary programming has been revolving around welding and metal fabricator. We have a state-of-the-art welding shop. No piece of equipment in the whole shop is older than about 8 years. The entire department, the entire room, in fact, was completely reworked about 8 years ago. And we put in brand new fume extraction system, brand new equipment, remodeled the entire room, and it's equipped now for 20 students. We do all the CWB weld testing here for the CSA W47.1. We are running a training program for millwright apprentices in the evenings. We have another campus on Chiefswood Road where we can do automation instruction, including robotics and automated cutting with a plasma table down there. So we have a really wide variety of industrial type programming and construction type programming that we can run at any given time. And it's been very well attended in terms of the students that we get. We have had full programming for our welding. We sometimes run continuous intake welding when we're not running a defined welding level 1 program. We're currently running a level 1 metal fabricator program. And beginning this spring in April, we have a program that we call RIGHT, which is a work-ready Indigenous training experience. Students in that particular program will have an opportunity to go and visit various trade unions and other employers to see what these trades actually do. They'll get legitimate training, they'll get accreditation, they'll be able to take that accreditation to any place that they go to work in the future. So we're really big on partnering with organizations that can hire our graduates and students. So the RIGHT program has been very successful. We actually placed 5 people last year with a trade union locally. We've had numerous people become employed out of our welder fabricator program, and a number of people get hired right out of our welding programs. And again, we're a test center for the Canadian Welding Bureau. So we run regular testing twice a month, and we get quite a few people from the various unions and organizations when they can't schedule training because they have either too busy of a schedule or not enough people to do training. We bring people in and they can come in here for their various training and testing. The other thing we've also become over the years is a Canadian Welding Bureau testing center. We can do all of their written exams. And it's an on-demand situation where if a person is doing a level 1 welding inspector, they can actually do their written exam here at OSTTC. Same with any of their other written exams. And we are an assessment center as well. So there's a designed program that the Canadian Welding Bureau came up with where there's a whole fabrication and a written exam that we can conduct, and a person gets a kind of a report card that they can then show to a potential employer, or an employer can send their people here and they can grade them based on those results.
My name is Paul Armstrong and I'm the academics lead here at OSTTC. Our academics team consists of 2 instructors, Devin and myself, but we are still able to offer a wide variety of programs and courses. We are both qualified teachers with Ontario College of Teachers. Even though we are a small team, we benefit from a personal connection with our students and become invested in their success. Our students have the advantage of our small class sizes. We are able to provide one-on-one support and accommodate a range of learning styles. We pride ourselves in our ability to work with individual students and create a learning plan that works for them. Working with the Student Services team, we are able to plan for potential success barriers and track wellness indicators. That type of collaboration gives us the chance to be proactive with accommodations and the necessary supports. As part of our intake process, all of our students are required to complete an academic assessment. This helps to identify any possible educational challenges and gives us the opportunity to put them on the best track. In addition to the academic assessment, we also do a transcript analysis for most of our incoming students. This allows us to get a better picture of a student's previous education. We can use this information to identify possible weaknesses and formulate a guidance plan for them. This aids in building a successful learning plan and helps with course selection. Our partnership with the local school board allows us to offer high school courses as part of our academic upgrading program. We currently offer courses in math, physics, and biology. This gives our students the opportunity to gain the credits and fundamental knowledge they may need for whatever path they wish to pursue. Students take these courses to upgrade their marks, finish their diploma, or to achieve the specific credits they need for other programs. The high school graduation rate is quite low in the community, so one of our core programs is GED. There is a major need to offer high school equivalency programming in order for our students to reach their goals. We offer not only a location to write the test, but also the training and skills needed. We have discovered that math is a common challenge for many people, so we have developed a basic math course. This is meant to assist those struggling with the GED or anyone wishing to build on their foundational knowledge. One of our most popular programs is Employment Readiness. This prepares participants for joining the workforce for the first time or re-entering the workplace by providing essential life skills, employability certifications, skills, and ethics. By offering basic skills, we are better preparing our students and building their confidence. Our program offerings are constantly being updated and reevaluated as we try to provide training based on the needs and interests of the community. We currently partner with surrounding colleges to deliver a wide variety of certificate-level programs, including office administration, healthcare, finance, and many others. As needs change, we adapt and roll out new and interesting program options. Our goal is to achieve institute accreditation and to develop some of our own programs in the near future. We are focusing on more land-based teaching styles and instilling more traditional knowledge into our courses and workshops. As an additional service, we offer after-hours tutoring for both our adult learners as well as the youth in the community. This gives students the chance to make use of the workspace and get the extra support and assistance they may need. Due to the pandemic, there have been additional challenges for those who've been forced to learn remotely. We initiated free virtual tutoring sessions to help as best we could. The strength of OSTTC is our understanding of the Six Nations community and our ability to deliver quality education. Hands-on learning is an asset for most people, so we try to include this in as much of our teaching as possible. We still maintain the same high standards as other mainstream institutions, but differ in the way we teach our classes with a personal approach.
Ogwehoweh. My name is Ogwehoweh. I am the OSTTC Cultural Coordinator. My main area of operation are conducting workshops with the students of OSTTC, as well as developing programming for OSTTC operations, training for staff, and our tourism operation. So we offer a variety of tourism workshops and opportunities for people from the public as well as our community members. So as part of the cultural coordinator position here at OSTTC, part of what I do is I oversee the operation of the overall site, which we refer to as, in the Mohawk language, is Ogwehoweh. Ogwehoweh means by the river. And we also have our longhouse where we conduct our workshops and tours and operations as well. And we refer to the longhouse in the Cayuga language as Ogwehoweh. And what that means is the real house. Ganosa is the root word. It means house. Onwe means it's real, or it exists, or it's original. So we refer to ourselves as Ogwehoweh, people of Six Nations, the indigenous people. And so we're real people, we're original people. And so that's what we refer to the longhouse as. When we bring our students on site, what we do here is we have various options for workshops that explore topics surrounding ecology, surrounding history, and surrounding the culture of our community and of our ancestors. And so we try to, as best as we can, tie those things together to provide a sense of community and connection for our students when they come here to study. Not only for our own community members and our own local students, but for any students who are joining us from other places as well. They can find a connection to our community through our workshops and through our programming as well. As we operate our site, the Ogwehoweh site, there are various areas where we concentrate our operations, so the longhouse being the major one, our main one. We also have our interpretive meadow, where we conduct species identification workshops. We look at the ecology of our community of Six Nations and of our part of Canada. We also have access to the Grand River, and so we can engage with that habitat, these transitions through the landscape from our longhouse going all the way across our site to the river. And we can engage with the river and the teachings surrounding that and the ecology surrounding the river. And so that's how we bring that connection our students have to our community, by being able to provide the narrative and the context of our heritage, so that they can, when they come here for an experience or a class, we can give them the best possible example of our teachings and of our research that we do here on our project. Additionally, from our meadow and our canoe launch at our river access, we also have a interpretive garden where we demonstrate various practices of planting that are sustainable, where we grow our traditional crops. We demonstrate how that is done, and we can give hands-on opportunities for students and visitors to actually do the planting, to actually assist with some of the gathering, to actually put the plant or tree or specimen in their hands to experience. And when we see those things, when they see those things, when they interact with it hands-on, it's a more immersive environment for them to learn, and a more immersive environment for them to connect to the community and to connect to our history. And so through all of our various parts of our site, that's what we try to achieve. When we work with our students on site here, I try to provide my own personal teachings that I learned as a child and in my younger years, and to share that with them, because in our families we have many different teachings, and so I try to offer what I've been given in my lifetime to our students when they come here, so that it can benefit them, and they can take or leave whatever I provide to them as far as information. I also do my own research to provide context to our site, such as the Longhouse here, the historical context, and I can also provide the ceremonial context and our lifestyle context to our students, so they have a good historical understanding when they leave our programming, and they can have that connection whenever they come back.
I think everybody adds a bit of their own uniqueness when it comes to our organization. Our team is very well versed. I mean, everyone is a leader.
No, we have really awesome staff. Like I like everybody. I get along with everybody. This is one of my favorite jobs I've had. I enjoy the people.
My favorite part about being the student services lead at OSTTC is definitely interacting with the students and getting to know them as individuals, understanding their needs and their barriers, and feeling like I can support them, and just seeing how empowered they feel through education, and additionally recognizing that success looks different for different people. We may have students that take the program 3 times before they graduate, but each time that they're in the program, they've gained so much more than a certificate. And it's also a lot of fun.
What I like working with the team here is because it's such a small group. We're close-knit, we all collaborate on everything. Not much goes on in the school that we don't all have some kind of peace and success in it. So.
My absolute favorite thing about Ogwehoweh Skills, Trades and Training Center is the people I work with, without a doubt. I've met some incredible people. I've had the opportunity to work with some great folks in the last 13 years. And some have come and gone on to better things, in fact, greater and better things. But generally speaking, I would say the people that I work with and the people that I come into contact with in the community have been phenomenal, because I'm not from the community, so it's really a great experience for me to come here, to have spent the latter years of my working life with a bunch of people that I just get along with incredibly well, and we really do have a great chemistry here. It's been a really great experience for me.
We are so connected to the students, and we make sure that we put them first. And I don't think you get that in a mainstream college where you're just a number. I know I went to mainstream college, and it's nothing compared to being a student here.